Hello, my name is Napoleon Hill. I've spent a good portion of my life, over 25 years in fact, studying the minds of the giants of our time, men like Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison. I wanted to understand what made them tick, what secret they all shared. And after all that time, I found there was one single truth, one powerful idea that, if you truly grasp it, has the power to reshape your entire world. That's what I want to share with you today.
You ever look at some people and wonder how they just stand tall no matter what storm comes their way? Well, this right here, this quote from my great mentor Andrew Carnegie, it's the key. It's not about luck. It's a mindset. It's this deep, rock-solid belief that no matter what happens, everything is always working out in your favor. So let's really dig into what that means, shall we?
You know, in all my decades of research, I kept coming back to one single obstacle that holds more people back from getting what they want than anything else. And what is it? It's fear. It's just a shadow, really, something your own mind cooks up. But here's the secret I learned from the world's greatest achievers, the ones who build empires and change the course of history. They don't waste their time fighting fear. No, they just make it irrelevant.
And when I looked at the numbers, the reality was, well, it was stark. A staggering 98% of people are held back by fear. Fear of failure, fear of what others think, fear of losing what they have. It paralyzes them. But then, there's the other 2%. And who are they? They're the leaders, the innovators, the millionaires. They succeed because they operate from a totally different place, a place of unshakable belief. And from that place, fear just doesn't matter.
So here's the most important thing to understand. Your mind, it's like a garden. And what you plant in it, well, that's what's going to grow. It's that simple. If you're constantly planting seeds of fear and doubt, guess what you're going to harvest? A life full of struggle and I can't. But what if you plant seeds of absolute belief? A belief that everything will turn out just right? Well, then opportunity and success start to pop up all over the place. It's like the path just clears itself right in front of you.
Now look, I know this might sound like some nice theory, but it's not. I know it works because it completely transformed my own life. I lived it. So let me give you the proof straight from my own journey. The story of how my book, Think and Grow Rich, even came to exist. It all came down to this one single belief. When I set out to write that book, I had absolutely nothing. I mean it. No publisher, not a dime for printing costs, no guarantee a single person would ever buy it. The people around me, they thought I was mad. They told me I was going to fail, and fail spectacularly. But here's what I did. Every single morning, without fail, I repeated to myself, this book will be a world success. Every obstacle will be removed, everything will work out. I lived as if it had already sold millions of copies. And after years of what looked like struggle to everyone else, it became one of the best-selling books in history, changing millions of lives.
Now that wasn't some lucky break. It wasn't a coincidence. It was the direct result of that unbreakable belief. So I have to ask you, if a simple man like me from a little town in Virginia can achieve something like that, why on earth can't you? Your dreams are just as real, just as possible. You only need to let go of that fear.
Okay, so how do you actually do this? How do you bring this kind of belief into your own life day in and day out? Well, it's actually a very simple, very powerful practice. I'm going to share 6 practical steps with you. And I mean it when I say if you apply these with everything you've got, it will change your entire life.
All right, step 1. The very first thing you do when you wake up, you change your thinking. Before your feet even hit the floor, you tell yourself, today is designed for my success. Everything will work in my favor. Simple. Step 2. You've got to recall your past wins. We've all had those times where things looked absolutely hopeless, but then somehow it all worked out perfectly. Write them down. This is you building evidence for your new belief. And third, and this one is big, you have to act as if. Act like success is a foregone conclusion. As Andrew Carnegie taught me, winners decide they've won before the game even begins. Walk, talk, and make decisions like a victor.
Okay, on to number 4. Help other people succeed. Henry Ford, he told me he always saw other people's success as part of his own. Because when you help someone, life has a funny way of returning that favor to you tenfold, and it just strengthens your belief in a positive outcome. Number 5, and listen, this one is absolutely crucial. You have to eliminate all negativity. I mean it. Turn off the fearful news. Distance yourself from negative people. Thomas Edison taught me this. You focus only on the positive, and the negative stuff just loses its power over you. And finally, step 6, practice. Every single day. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a routine, a habit. That's how you build unstoppable momentum.
So when you really start to embrace this philosophy, you find yourself standing at a crossroads. You really do. You have a choice between two very different ways of living, two very different destinies. One is governed by fear, and the other is driven by belief.
And this is the choice, right here in front of you. A life with fear leads to hesitation and missed opportunities. It's like you're always playing defense. But a life with belief, well, that leads to courage and bold action, making success feel, well, inevitable. It's like you're always on offense, always moving forward.
And that's all it takes. It's not 100 changes, not some complex new system. It begins with one simple, powerful choice: to believe that the universe is conspiring in your favor. So I ask you directly, which life will you choose? The one where you are held back by shadows, or the one where you walk forward in the light of absolute certainty? The choice is yours to make, right now.
This right here, this is your new mantra. Say it, feel it, live it. Let this be the thought that guides your actions and calms your mind. Let it be the foundation of your new, fearless life.
So I'll leave you with one final question. If you knew deep in your bones that you could not fail, what bold action would you take today? Remember, everything is always working out for you.